All right, so I had a couple people hit me up in the comments going, when are you going to do another video? And I told them I was going to do one this week, so I am doing one this week. I have a stack of Marvel Legends over here. I was just going to bulk them all up, do them in one video. And then I saw that the Hasbro had another reveal party today. And I've never did a video over their reveals because I really don't see the point. And then I figured, you know what? So I started scrolling through YouTube and I started seeing other people doing their take on the reveals, and I haven't seen any of those videos yet. I might watch a couple of them when I'm done with this, because if I saw those videos, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like watching gay porn. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll stand their ground and maybe they'll actually speak their mind. I highly doubt that, because pretty much all the YouTube channels out there have been bought. And I can't imagine that they actually say what they feel. Like, they're so tainted, like, I can't see them doing an honest take of the reveals. When you're sending people toys to reveal on your YouTube channel, and then you have to give them back the toy, there's no way that they're going to actually say what they feel. Like, it's impossible to get a straight review these days. There are some solid-ass YouTube channels out there that haven't been bought yet, and those are the ones that I normally watch, even though I just like to kind of see what they think about the figures. They don't really do videos that much either, because they kind of like have called bullshit on a lot of the Marvel Legends, so it's kind of like watching a good video of something that you actually care about. Those videos are coming pretty scarce. So I haven't seen any of their videos yet. Who knows, maybe I will. I could either do that or like go to Pornhub and watch gay porn. So they're going to take these figures. I'm sure that they're going to mail some out. And they're going to say, hey, on this channel, they got this reveal and this reveal. And will they ever say anything about it? No, of course they won't. They might go, oh, look, there's a little nick in the paint. But that's not their fault. It's still a solid-ass repaint, reissue of a character that I already have. It's really good. I strongly suggest that you buy it. My boy Shiz hooked me up. He gave me the price list of all the shit coming out. You know that there is another price hike. On the reveals videos that you're going to see, I can absolutely guarantee you that none of these people will talk about the prices. And if they do talk about the prices, they're going to sit there and they're going to justify how it's okay for them to completely jack us on the price, because it's worth it. It is totally worth it. Meanwhile, you have McFarlane Toys sitting here still charging $19.99 for a 7-inch action figure. And then you're going to have Marvel Legends, which we'll get to the prices after. This is the reveal. This is what they showed us. They showed us a Spider-Man figure with toe articulation and a 2-pack with Mary Jane. You get a 2-pack with Mary Jane, but then you don't get their kid. So you get a Spider-Man, which the Spider-Man looked amazing. It's like the best Spider-Man they've ever did. It's finally a pinless Spider-Man. I'm sure it's just a reuse of a figure that they already have that they painted like Spider-Man. It's not going to have sculpted webs on it. It's just going to have painted on webs. It doesn't have pins, so you won't have like that weird red pin and the blue and the blue and the red. So that is cool. They showed off toe articulation. I'm sure there's going to be some channels out there just jerking, just going, oh my God, toe articulation. You did it. You gave us a Spider-Man with toe articulation. They were giving us that shit 20 years ago. They also gave us magnets in the feet 20 years ago. But hey, why would anybody call it like it is? I'm sure that they'll just go, oh my God, it's an amazing. And I'm sure he's going to be like $30 by the time you get him on the shelf. Then they have a Nor figure, another one. This is the comic book version, which this is the only one that I need. And he comes packed in with a character that you already have for an escalated price, which it's weird that they even give you an accessory anymore, because they really just don't do that anymore. And then they showed off the Doc Ock and the Silk figure, which they're like, oh, it's like a redesign, a retextured, it's the same fucking Doc Ock with a different head with a slightly different yellow. Okay, but nobody will call him out on that. Everybody will be like, oh, it's cool, and you get a new Silk figure. This isn't this. They're not giving you the Silk figure that they want. They're just giving you one that was an easy repaint for them. And then we'll charge that in a 2-pack, which is an Amazon exclusive, which who knows if I'm going to get that one or not. And then one of the highlights was that they showed you a repainted Venom. Everybody's like, oh, this Venom figure is so sick, which I haven't even opened mine yet because I'm not doing the movie figures anymore. I got this when I was, and it sat here for so long that we're all like, I'm probably just going to pop his ass on Macari and get rid of him that way. They did repaint him, which that repaint looks pretty good. And then they put some bat wings on him, which is also pretty cool. I think he actually appeared like that in the comics once for like 5 minutes. But they thought that would be a good redo, and I'm sure that those wings are coming on something else because they're not just going to make those wings and put them on that Venom. And then they have the Null figure, which that one, that's like the one that I'm really looking forward to. He looks like a bigger character. He's like the symbiote god. That was actually really cool. He's like the only figure that I don't have that I can't do a comparison with. And then they showed a bunch of shit that people have already revealed or showed off or something. They showed the Iron Spidey, except for you don't get the candy apple red. You get that weird, mysterious red cheap plastic with some really gaudy looking, like fake looking gold. For some reason, Marvel Legends just can't do gold, but McFarlane can do gold, but I don't know why they can't do it. And then they show you the opposite version of this, which nobody wanted except for me because I already have this one. Hopefully they don't redo this one, but it's an easy repaint for them, so they probably will. Then they showed you like the Spider-Man in the black and red costume with the clip-on wings, which is just this figure redone. I know that this figure is kind of old. I am going to get that one because I hate the ball hips and the ball shoulders. And then they showed you the Lizard, which I thought the Lizard was cool. It wasn't just a redo of the Lizard. It's actually a redo of the original Lizard, which is kind of cool because they've been hitting us on all the retro cards anyways, which I open all my shit. So it's kind of like whatever. This Lizard's cool. The new Lizard is actually cool. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then the big reveal, Toad. If they're going to ever send a figure out to anybody, one of my favorite people on Instagram, I'm sure you know who it is. He's some dude named Jen Figs. He's been talking about Toad for years. For years. I did look at his what he thought of the Toad figure, and his thoughts were my thoughts exactly. So on these 20th anniversaries, it's basically an updated version of a character that you already have. On the Cap, on the Iron Man, on the Hulk. I don't have the Hulk yet. I do have the Iron Man, which they look good. They're extremely overpriced, but they do look good. They don't come with any cool accessories like they did back 20 years ago because they love their Christmas bonus. So, and then they did the Toad figure. When they did the Toad, I was like, okay, make him like the original Toad, like you did here, but in an updated version. Make him, I mean, I know they're not going to give us a cool base like this. Like, what they will do, they'll give you two little Toads, and then they'll have to tell you that they gave you two little Toads because they're going to be so proud of themselves that they gave you two little Toads. Here's the OG Toad. Hopefully you have this in your collection. I know that he's dated. I know that he's pre-posed. This is Toad. This is the Toad that I want. This is what I wanted Toad to look like. I wanted him fat. I wanted him disgusting. I wanted him to be an original sculpt. They've been talking about this fucking Toad figure forever. Forever. And then they drop the fucking ball on it. Will any of these fuckboy YouTube channels call him out where they just go, holy shit, that Toad looks great. He has a tongue that comes out of his mouth. I hope they do. God, I hope they do. I don't think they will. I think they're going to go, everything looks amazing. Best reveal ever. send me some samples that I can give you free advertisement to pump up my shill sellout YouTube channel. And then I'll send you back the shit. Then hopefully you'll send me another one back in advance. You give you like the New Kids on the Block version of Toad. They don't give you this. Like, he's going to be in my collection forever because the new Toad, I don't even know where I'm going to put the new Toad. I don't think he matches. I do have the price list of the new shit coming out. Let me see if I skipped anything. No, I think I got everything. On the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, the Spider-Man figure. The new price, which nobody will talk about this in the reveal, $27.99. Plus tax, plus shipping if you order it. The Future Foundation, which is this one, but not this one. It's the one that you don't want. $27.99. I told you the price was going to go up. It is going up. The Nor and the Ham. Since this is like you know, because you get an accessory, you have to pay for the accessory. So this is going to be $29.99, $30. $30, and it comes with a character you most likely already have. And then you have the Iron Spidey, which Iron Spidey is not going to have like the real candy apple red or anything. The Iron Spidey is going to be $33.99. Yeah, it is time for some cutbacks. The Toad, because it comes in this, and because it doesn't come with any cool accessories, and it doesn't give you the Toad that you want. If they were gonna send this fucking Toad figure for anybody to review it, they would send it to Gen Figs to reveal it. They won't send it to him because he hasn't been bought, and he might actually speak his mind and tell Marvel Legends that they can suck a dick, which he does on his Instagram all the time. Like, he's still fucking with them about the Internals, which I love that dude. I'll put a little picture of his channel. If you're not following him, please follow him. I don't know him, but fuck, the dude seems cool as shit. And then you have the 2-pack. The 2-pack with the Spider-Man and Mary Jane, which you don't get the daughter, but that's the figure that you want. That actually looks pretty cool. $55.99 for that 2-pack. And then, of course, you get the Venom 2-pack with a null. You ready? $77.99. The best thing about the reveal, my favorite thing about the reveal, is that the boxes are plastic free. Yes. No window, no nothing. You just get a box and you get the toy inside. Every time I buy a fucking toy at Walmart or Target, I'm bringing my pocket knife, I'm cutting the fucking tape, I'm opening that in the store, because you haven't seen take backs until you've seen a closed box. Buyer beware, especially if you're in Vegas, because that's where I'm at. If you see one of these fucking new things on the shelf, open it up in the store and make sure you're getting what you're paying for. Let's go fucking Brandon.